Hi everyone, Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, back to share another video in my series I call Flashcards. I am really thrilled about how this little card came out. I was working on some Christmas cards and this idea came to me and I just love it. Very simple, very fun. And so let's get started on how to create this card. I'm going to be using Whisper White cardstock as my card base. This is just cut 11 inches by 4 1/4 standard card. And of course the two pieces from my flashcard template. If you've not watched the original video on flashcards, I encourage you to take a moment to zip over to YouTube and watch that. If you'll just search Connie Stewart flashcards, you're going to see it. But that's the base of our card. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my cherry cobbler cardstock and do a little punching to prep that. I've got my boho blossom punch. And when you punch this, I want you to make sure you don't get too far over to the edge because we are going to be layering that. So I don't want you to fall off the edge there. And then I'm also going to come in with the oval, the small oval punch. And I need 3 of these. Same as before, just kind of make sure you're staying towards the inside of the card and not getting too close to the outside. All right, there we go. So that's what that piece, that's ugly. But don't worry, we're going to make it look awesome here in a little bit. And now we're going to come in and work on our Whisper White cardstock. So we're going to do some stamping, and I'm going to teach a great technique for lining all this up so you'll be able to put this together so fast. I'm using the Season's Greetings from Curly Cute, and then the 3 of these images are from the Merry Minis stamp set from Stampin' Up's holiday catalog. So this is really a great tip. You know that your cardstock is 4 by 2.5. And if you're a clear mount person, clear mount stamper, well, you can just line it up on your grid. And that way you know exactly where this is going to fit on your cardstock. If you're a wood mount person, no problem. You're going to do that just fine. And I'm going to come in now with my little Merry Minis. And since I know I've got 4 inches of cardstock, I know that I'm going to put these at 1, 2, and 3 so that I've got an inch on each side. So I can line those up. This is what's just going to make everything center up and I don't have to stress over whether I got it straight. I'm using clear block eye. I'm just going to come in with that. Give it a good press. Maybe give those one more press on there so I know I'm good. Now I can just stamp and go and I'll have all these cards done in no time. I'm going to be using the Old Olive ink, and so let's just ink that up and stamp away. When you stamp this, I want you to be very careful not to get too high, especially where those Merry Minis are. The reason is we have to come in with the punches and punch those out. And I don't want it to get, the punch only goes in so far. So we want to make sure we can get to those without having to do any cutting on the cardstock. We don't want to do that. We're trying to make it quick and easy. All right, little tree, here we go. All right, so we've got those punched out. We can now adhere this onto that cherry cobbler that's oh so ugly. And get that put down. All right, now we're going to take those ovals that we punched out, and I have put a Stampin' Dimensional on the back of those, and we're just going to cover up that ugliness. We don't want to see that. So this is another reason why it's called a flashcard. I didn't have to pull out additional pieces of cardstock in order to do this. I know I'm just going to cover it all up. You see now why I wanted those 3 images stamped equally so that I was able to punch and cover them up. Well, now we're going to come in. I've put my Merry Minis on mini glue dots so I could just do this quickly. And we'll adhere that. Ta-da! That's all there is to that one. Now let's go ahead and prep our card itself. I'm going to use the stamp from Elements of Style. It's just a nice little swirl. You are welcome to use any of those fabulous swirls I know you have in your stamp repertoire. You all do. I know you do. I'm going to stamp there I'm also going to come in and stamp on the inside. I'm one of those people that never knows what to say in a card, so the more I stamp here, the less I have to write. So if there's not much room, I get to say, Merry Christmas, love, Connie. And I just like that. Okay, let's take, oh, isn't that just awful? It's a good thing nobody will see that. So let's adhere this down onto our card. Cute as can be. These are going to make the fastest Christmas cards. Now remember those boho blossoms that we punched out? Well, I just took them and I just took some aggression out on them and really mangled up that cardstock, just wrinkled it up really good so it kind of gave it nice dimension. Put a dimensional on the back. Oh, I've got a mini brad through there. Dimensional on the back. I'm going to adhere that to the front of my card. And I'm done. That's it. Christmas card, ready to go. Look, I don't even think there's room for me to write Merry Christmas, Love, Connie. But I'm still excited because it's a very simple card. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you are enjoying this series. And please be sure to tune in again. I've got more ideas on how to use those flashcards. Have a wonderful day. Happy stamping. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.